Are you ready to see my most favorite planner layout that I've ever designed? Hi there, I'm Hillary of Creative Faith & Co., and I love creating planners to help you stay organized and mark all those things off your to-do list. And each year I come up with new planner designs and layouts and covers, and I'm so excited to be sharing this new one that I made called Embrace New Beginnings. And the inside layout is called the Arched Boxes layout. So I'm really excited to show this to you so you can see what it looks like on the inside. And there's even a coordinating printable to go along with it. So in this video, I'm going to show you the layout. I'm going to show you the intro pages in here, as well as walk through the coordinating printable, and then even do a plan with me, as long as we still have daylight and battery in my phone. So back at the end of 2023, I made this planner called Good Things Take Time, and I called it the Things to Do layout. And I loved having two to-do lists on the week, as well as a vertical spot to write down events and activities that I had going on in those particular days. And so I was praying and asking God what new designs He wanted me to create for the planners this year. And I love arches. I loved arched bookshelves. I love anything arched. I'd love to have a bunch of arched things in our home. We do have arched, what is it called? Cattle fencing in our backyard for an arbor where we grow tomatoes and pumpkins and squash. But I'd love to have something arched inside. But that inspired me to do an arched boxes layout. So this is what the inside pages look like. And so it has the same spot down below for you to write your to-do list. But then up above, it has these cute little arched boxes for you to write your events and activities that you have going on during the day. So the planner comes in an A5 size as well as a B6 size. The B6 size is 4.9 by 6.9 inches. It's a great little guy for taking on the go. You can kind of see the difference. And then this larger A5 size is 5.7 by 8.25. This is my personal favorite size of a planner. And then I love taking and putting it inside a Moterm planner cover. And that just kind of protects it. And plus, there's a lot of really fun pockets and things in here. So I love adding Moterm planner cover. And then the planners come with a binding that looks like this. But you can take it to your local office supply store and have them cut off the spine and add a spiral. And they can also add a little plastic piece to the top as well if you want to protect it more. Or you could have them cut off the spine and then you can bring it home and use a happy planner punch if you love the disc bound system. So these planners are really customizable and you can make them your own. So I'll have these two linked in the description box below on Amazon. And then I'll also have the Moterm planner covers linked. And those come in tons of beautiful colors. I most of the time have mine in a black one. But today and right now it's the fall season when I'm filming this. So I have it in this pretty orange, but lots of fun colors. And then I wanted to mention too, the other new planner design I have is called the Big Boxes layout. And I do have a whole separate YouTube video about these, as well as a plan with me in that YouTube video where I set it up for the week. So I'll link that video in the description box below, as well as links to these if you would prefer that planner layout. And then, of course, I have tons of other planner designs too, and I am planning to do a separate video where I do just a real quick overview of each cover and each layout, so you can kind of see all the different ones I've created, because there's a lot of fun ones that you can use in your planning. So let's start at the beginning. So it says Embrace New Beginnings in the middle, and you can put your name here, you could put the year here, you could put your word of the year here. So it says Embrace New Beginnings. And then there is a blank page here, which would be a really fun place to put one of these elements in the butterfly photos and hand lettering printable available in my Etsy shop. I have all of this information at the front of your Creative Faith Planner to help give you ideas on different ways you can use the monthly and weekly layouts, as well as the intro pages. And then there's also some extra dot grid pages in the back. And you can also check out this list of ways to use those. So I have a spot for you to do a word of the year, a Bible verse of the year, and a prayer for the year ahead. And this printable has a lot of little prayers and Bible verses in it. So you could also use this and paste them into your new planner. There's also a spot for you to do a vision, goals, and prayer board for the year ahead. And I love making this just super creative and fun, adding pictures on Pinterest and things like that. So definitely check out my planner setup videos. I have a lot of them from throughout the years if you want to see how I like to set up my planner. I am also working on a word of the year specific journal to kind of walk you through from a Christian perspective how to pick out a word of the year. So I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned for that as well. Lots of fun things in the works that I am getting ready to launch. There's also some goal pages, and each of the goals have categories. But of course, if the goal does not apply to you, you can use whiteout or a sticker to cover it up. But I love having these different categories to think about your goals in all these different areas of your life. And it's always such a good idea to take time at the end of the year, beginning of the next, to reflect on, what went well, what you need to work on, and what your goals are. The beginning of the planners also have a yearly tracker, a quarterly tracker, monthly trackers, and weekly trackers. So I love using these for a lot of them I use for cleaning tasks. But you want to use them for things that you need to get done, either quarterly, monthly, or weekly. And then the yearly tracker is a good overview of one specific goal that you are trying to make progress on and see your progress throughout the whole year. So I've used this before for Bible reading. I've used it for working out. I've used it as a period tracker. So it's a great place where you want to check out a whole overview of the year. And then I also have a couple dot grid pages between the intro pages and the monthly pages. And so you can use these to do birthdays. You could use it for more goal setting. You could use it for pictures of your family. Lots of fun ways to use these. And then you have your first monthly layout. So the setup is a monthly spread, 2 dot grid pages, and then 5 weekly spreads. And some months don't have 5 in them, 5 weeks in them, and so you can rip out one of these and then you'll be all set. And then there are 2 dot grid pages, and then the next monthly layout starts. So again, I have tons of Plan With Me videos on YouTube, but I like having a title page here. And then I have the monthly layout. And then I love having a bill tracker and a prayer for the month ahead. And then at the end of the month, I'll use this page to do a reflections where I'll do a collage with highlights from the month. And then I'll do the next month's title page. So that's kind of how I like to use it. But again, I love my planners because you can make them totally custom to you. So whatever you like to keep track of every month, you can use these pages for. And I'm just so excited about these cute little arched boxes. I think they are so precious, and I can't wait to fill this with my plans for the new year. And then at the end, there are additional dot grid pages that you can use for, I have a books to read, a books read, I have a wish list, I have movies to watch, house things, house projects to work on. So lots of great ways to use these back pages as well too, to again, customize it and make it yours. So that is what the planner looks like. So again, it comes in these 2 different sizes. And so now I want to do a plan with me. Oh, but before I do that, let's quickly go through the printable. So it comes with 3 pages of these little bookmarks. So these are great for making bookmarks. You can put them on cardstock, you can laminate them. So it'd be really fun to use for marking where you are in your planner. And all of these photos my dad took, except for this one. This one I took in the Dominican Republic, but the rest of them my dad took at the Aruba Butterfly Farm. And so he is just a really great artist, a great photographer, my dad. And I love butterflies as a symbol of new beginnings and new creation. And so it comes with these three. And then you have a page with some verses and some prayers that are typed. And then I hand lettered verses about new beginnings and transformation. And then I also hand lettered some additional phrases: trusting God through seasons of change, embrace new beginnings, Lord, transform me to make me more like you. Transformation comes from spending time with Jesus. So, a lot of great phrases here. And then I have 2 pages of arched butterflies. And so I'm really excited to use these as my decoration because I love decorating the intro pages of my planner. And so I'm excited to use these to do that. So, like this year, I used which printable? Oh, I used this flower one from the Book of Ruth. And so I used that to set up my planner and decorate it and make it look cute. So this year I'm excited to use the butterfly one to go along with the butterfly theme. All right, we're going to end with doing a plan with me in here so you can see how I would use it. And it would be fun to use this printable, but I just need to keep it simple. And so I just pulled a sticker book, and I thought it would be appropriate to use the butterfly sticker book from the Happy Planner to use for the plan with me. And you can just kind of see how I would use this planner. All right. I don't think I even need that. So I'm going to add the dates underneath, but you could also do it on top. Or maybe I'll do it on top. But I thought it would be really cute to put them in the little arch. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And this is October. So I can write the events and activities in this top part and things I need to get done in the bottom part. But I'll add a few pretty elements to it. Maybe I'll put, oh, it's so hard for me to use these stickers because they're just so beautiful. I'll put one of these down over here. 9 a.m. work. And I also had to go to post office. And then let's see. Oh, these would be really cute to have wrote the dates on. Ooh, oh, there's so many cute ones. I think then I'll do this one over here. We had Bible study. And I needed to get cake and get balloons. So we celebrated my mom's birthday. Here. And then be sure I worked after that. And then Saturday, we had a big women's event at church. So that was 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Women's retreat at farm. And Sunday, my husband did drums. And then we had church. And then we had Starbucks with my parents. Then we did Home Depot. It was a full Sunday. Oh, and I totally forgot on Wednesday we had a photo shoot for work. A lot going on. And here we prepped for the photo shoot. So the cool thing about these arched boxes is it gives you so much room to write down all those different events and activities. And I even had a spot to put some of the errands I needed to run, which was perfect. And what else should I sprinkle about? Think happy. Keep going. And I'd love to put like some actual butterflies. Ooh, the flowers are pretty. I'll put those down here. And I've been kind of doing a bluey, pinky color scheme. I think I've kind of used up those particular, but oh, here's one. Here's kind of a purpley butterfly. I'll put that maybe over here. And maybe I'll do this one over here. Ooh, that's looking really pretty. I kind of want to do another thing of flowers. Let's see. Where did they all go? I'll do this yellow one. Oops. I'm ripping it. That over here. Oh, it's looking so pretty. I do feel like I need like some color on the top. So I found this pale purple flower washi tape, which I think is going to match perfectly with the little pale purple flowers that I added down in the corner. I can peel it off. And so I'll add it top over here. Oh, that's the perfect height to add washi tape. I did not even plan that. Maybe I'll kind of rip it part way there. Move it over just a hair. Then I'll add some at the bottom. Some more washi tape. I love adding washi tape to my spreads. I maybe should have done that before I started adding the stickers, but that's okay. And I might even add a little bit kind of coming off the page over here. I think that's kind of pretty. And then for this little note section, I think I might do the bills to pay. And then down below, I can do 2 separate to-do lists. So, all right, bills to pay. I had cell phone. Northwest Natural. Gas. And credit card. And then down below, try to remember. Let's see. At house for photos. shoot. Work on gratitude journal collection. Fall journal printable. Film fall picnic. And that's what I did Friday. Fall picnic video. And I'll probably just kind of call it good here because I'm losing battery in my phone and losing sunlight. But I hope this gave you some ideas on how you can use this planner. And I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to use this as my planner for the new year. And don't forget that you can pick up these planners on Amazon. I'll have them linked below. If you have purchased any Creative Faith planners in the past and you loved them, please take a moment to leave a review on Amazon. That is super helpful for me. You can post a picture of it or write a few sentences of what you love about it. And I would just appreciate that so much. And then don't forget also you can pick up the whole butterfly printable that I mentioned too in the Etsy shop. And if you've watched all the way up to the end here, I want you to comment below the butterfly emoji. How perfect is that? And let me know what you think about this new layout. Are you as excited about it as I am? And I cannot wait to do all sorts of fun Plan With Me videos in here in 2026. It's just going to be so fun. And I just love butterflies and the symbolism of change and transformation and how God makes us a new creation. So be sure to hit the subscribe button down below as well as the bell notification so you don't miss out on any upcoming Creative Faith videos. And I will see you next time. Bye, friend!